forgotten cars, behind the McLaren F1. In the world of automotive legends, some machines achieve near-mythical status. The McLaren F1 is one of them, but very few know the story of the ghosts that made it possible. Two forgotten, unfinished cars, born in secrecy, never meant to be seen. Their names? Albert and Edward, the development mules that shaped one of the greatest cars ever built. It all started in the late 1980s. McLaren was dominating Formula One, but their technical director, Gordon Murray, had a different obsession. He wanted to build the greatest road car in the world, lightweight, balanced, focused, a car with no compromises. But before they could even design the first prototype, the team had to test radical ideas: a center driving position, a BMW V12 engine in a road car, ultra-lightweight construction. There was only one way to find out: build something rough, functional, unpretty, a moving test bench. And so came the first development mule, Albert. Albert didn't look like a McLaren F1, not even close. It was built on a modified Ultima Mk3 chassis, a British kit car. Under the hood, a basic Chevrolet V8 just for testing. No carbon fiber, no aerodynamics, no performance. Albert existed to answer one big question: could a center driving position actually work in a real car? And the answer, surprisingly, was yes. It felt natural, balanced, right. The name Albert came from Albert Drive, the street in Woking, England, where McLaren's technical center was located. Internally, it was a nod, a joke, but also a tribute. Albert wasn't built to impress, he was built to learn. But Albert didn't work alone. Soon came a second mule, Edward. Edward was more advanced. Still rough, still ugly, but now packing something special. An early version of the BMW S70/2 V12, the engine that would go on to power the final McLaren F1. With Edward, the engineers tested cooling systems, airflow, exhaust routing, and thermal behavior. No computers, no simulations, just the real world, real roads, real problems. Albert and Edward were never meant for the public. They weren't part of the official XP prototype series, XP1 to XP5, but they were essential. And then, in 1992, the world saw the final product, the McLaren F1, a car with a carbon fiber monocoque center driving position, 3 seats, gold-lined engine bay, and a naturally aspirated 6.1-liter V12. Pushing 627 horsepower, top speed 386 kilometers per hour. For years, the fastest production car in the world, but more than that, a masterpiece of engineering and philosophy. And behind all that, Albert and Edward. They'll never appear on posters, they'll never cross the auction block for millions, but they were the first steps, the rough drafts before the masterpiece. The cars that died so the McLaren F1 could live. Today, real enthusiasts don't just admire the F1 for its numbers or rarity, they admire the obsession, and both Albert and Edward are the forgotten steps in the creation of the legend the McLaren F1 is.